Hello, dear friends. This is Grandma Jeannie from Dollhouse Rescue. Welcome back to my workshop. I'm going to do a little work today on some dollhouses, but first I want to tell you a little story. I live here in Iowa, as many of you know. Last night it was very cold here. It was like 12 below zero, and we live in an older home, and the upstairs is a little warmer than the downstairs. So I was downstairs and it was kind of chilly, and I said, I think I'll go up and work in my workshop. Because guess what? It's a little warmer in here. So I brought a cup of hot coffee. I brought a box of dark chocolate sea salt caramel candy from Girl Scouts that I got about a month or so ago. And I've got a few Christmas items. I know it's after Christmas, but this is the time of year where I take my Christmas house, which is right up there, and I worked on it on a recent video. You may have seen it. And I take that and I move it down a shelf where it'll be kind of out of sight. You see that roof down there? It'll be down there on that shelf. And then that one will come up so I can enjoy it through the summer. And then this one will come back out next, like November or December. But before I put it away, I want to do a few more little upgrades to it. On my recent video, I took that part in the front with the little fence and the trees, and I glued all those little items down so they don't always fall around. And also over here in the yard where there's quite a Christmas display, I glued all that stuff to a piece of white foam core board so it won't fall around either. But I still need to kind of tighten stuff up in the house a little bit, and I've got a few new things I want to add to those displays where I've got things glued down. Okay, I had another brainstorm idea. So before I do anything else, I want to show that to you. I had some Christmas items up there on the patio. They're on the end of the house right there. Let's see, do I need to move that camera just a little? Yeah. So right there at the end of my cardboard. And I had Christmas items, and I thought, wouldn't that be cute if I had more Christmas items? Well, why not take a piece of white foam core board like snow, put it up there on the patio, and fill it up. I had a couple of Christmas things up there, but I think I can fit some more up there and add to the decor. So I've got a few things out here that I have purchased recently, and some other things we can put on here, and I want to show you what I got. These are the things I got recently at Hobby Lobby. Snowman, a new tree for inside the house. This I think I'm going to put up on the roof. And this might go up there on that patio. And then I've got this oversized dog. I don't know the reason I got him. I knew he was too big, but he reminds me a lot of two of our dogs that we have in real life. But I think he could be up there because pretend like he's an outdoor Christmas ornament, maybe like one of those inflatables. So that might work. The snowman I had from last year, and I think we'll put him up there. He just flops around up there, but I think we'll find a way to make him a little more permanent. And then these I got at the Dollar Tree. And I think I'll put those on that cardboard along the front of the house. I've already got some of those there. This is Dollar Tree and this, so I think I'll fill that cardboard up. And I think that's it. I've got a little angel that I had up there. She may or may not stay. And another little bottle brush tree. It's got one lonely ornament on it. So I'm going to open all these up and cut all these little ribbons off. And then see what we can do to arrange this stuff and make it cute. There's the little scenario I worked on the other night. But I've got some more here from the Dollar Tree that are that same scale. So I think I'm going to add some on here. I think, this is what I told my granddaughter recently. When it comes to Christmas decorations, you really can't overdo it, even in your big house and definitely not in your dollhouse. You just can't overdo it. So I'm going to turn this around so you can see it without the fence blocking your view. And all these little people, they'll really face that way, but I'm going to put them this way just for now, and we'll just kind of space them out and see how we like it. These little lamp poles are really nice, but I can tell you if they're not glued, they fall down all the time. In fact, they're a little rubbery. I kind of like to bend them back into shape. I already got one glued on here from the Dollar Tree, but I got a couple more here that can go on. We've got a little horse and carriage that's just really cute. Some carolers. A campfire. Now that I'm tempting to hold on to because, you know, I do have a Girl Scout cabin I'm working on. So I don't know. I may put them on here. I can always pull them off and use them on the Girl Scout cabin if I want. This little tree is a nice size to use in the house, so I think I'll keep him out. A couple more lamp poles. All right, let's space them out and then we'll glue them down. Okay, I glued those sweet little treasures into place. I also added some colored ball ornaments to that tree. It was a little bit plain. You can see some of the new things, the little coach and sleigh and horse. I put these by the front entrance here, thinking that kind of looked like the entryway there. The carolers are down here by this little bench. And these are the ones I had the other night. Really, really cute. I love it. All right, let's look on this bigger one, the stuff that's going to go up here on the patio. I have laid things out here the way I think that I want them. Santa didn't quite fit along with the dog, and look at, I added a little letter to Santa on there, and so I couldn't resist putting that dog there. And Santa, I've moved him up to the top of the roof, and he'll be just fine up there. So let's glue this stuff down. I put some little marks on here to mark where I'm going to glue this stuff. Let's get them glued on there. Well, that's drying. Let me show you these little stickers I got. I got these at Hobby Lobby before Christmas. They were on sale, and it's like a little string of lights. They're just sparkly, and I'm going to glue them. I had this little bit of garland. I'm going to just glue them along that garland. They have a few little sticker spots on them, but I don't know if that's enough to hold them on that garland. So we'll just put a few dots of glue, and then we're going to wrap this around that railing at the top of that little patio. I think this is going to be really cute. Just a little bit of glue. I may not put it along the back. We'll see how much that's going to show back there. I think the outside of the house is done. There's the updated patio, the side yard, the front. I found some colored balls, red, green, and gold to put there instead of, I had pink and purple and blue on there. I found another Christmas tree, so that got to go there on the front. A few more little things to go there at the front of the house. Very cute. All right, I think it's dry enough. I put sand up on the roof, and then I always say something big like this could be like a roof decoration, and that's what I did with that. I got that at Hobby Lobby, so that decorates our roof. All right, I think I'm going to pull it out and attach some of those things down a little tighter and call this good until next Christmas. I've got just a few other things I want to share with you before I quit tonight. First of all, over here on the patio, I had some cotton batting. I've got some cotton batting up here on the roof, and I took a little bit of that and just put it here along the front of the roof there, just to soften that line. And I may do that along the front of this board also, as well as that side yard. I also made a little platter. Now I cut this out of the lid of a can of like green beans. If you try this, don't get cut. I was able to use regular scissors to cut that with. And then I took my pliers and crimped that edge a little bit so it looks like a little tray. And I've got these little tiny stickers here, Christmas stickers. Look, they're very small. And I'm going to pile those up on that. They're going to look like decorated Christmas cookies. That came out so cute, and I'm going to put it right there on the dining room table. I have just a few other things I want to deal with before I put this away tonight. One is to try to find something to hold this battery onto the side of the house so it'll be out of sight and won't be rattling around. And what I'd like to do is I've got these really strong magnets. I've got several kind of magnets I use a lot. These are much smaller and hold things pretty lightweight, like furniture and maybe a picture on the wall. Sometimes I use magnetic sheets also, but these are quite strong magnets. They're not very big, but they're quite strong, and I think it will hold the weight of that battery pack. So I'm going to try to glue one on. I've got 3 battery packs here, 3 strings of lights, and I'm going to try to glue the battery on. I'm going to show you how I do this, and then I may have to show you next time how it worked, but I'm going to trust it's going to work. So first of all, these are so strong it's hard to get one battery out of there. They just hold each other so tight. There, I finally got it. See, it's not very big, smaller than a dime. So what I'd like to do is glue them right on to the whatever I want to have held up. And then I will cover that with a piece of paper and put more glue on there. And that keeps that battery attached to the battery pack. And then I'll be able to take that battery pack and bring it out and turn it off or turn it on, and then also replace the batteries if I need to. But I'm just going to use a little of my favorite glue, put that battery right on there, and then I'm going to seal some paper over there. Now the battery wanted to slide up here because it's probably attracted to that, or the magnet wanted to slide up there. It was probably attracted to that battery in there. Then I'm going to wrap that around and glue it, maybe like that, I think. So it'll hold that battery in place. And when I take that battery off the wall, the magnet will come off of the wall with the battery and won't stay stuck to the wall. Otherwise, the magnet can kind of stay stuck to the wall, and then you're like, well, no, where'd that magnet go? So I like it to stay on what I want it to stay on, and I want it to stay with the battery when I take it off the wall. So let's try putting some glue and paper over there and see if that's strong enough to hold that when it dries. I'm not sure it is because those are pretty strong batteries, but we're going to try it. We'll let that dry a little bit, and then I may have to give you an update next time. The other thing is I had another really good idea, and I want to show you that. Now, I like to display these houses without the chimney because I need that extra inch or 2 on the shelf in order to get to fit on the shelf. So, but I like to keep the chimney with the house. Well, what I figured out tonight is if I put a magnet up inside the roof of this house, then I can stick that chimney up in there, attach it to that magnet, and it will always be there. It's out of sight, it's out of the way, and when I need it, I can pull it down off of there and use it or whatever I want to do. In the meantime, it'll stay right with the house. So I tried that same thing with the battery pack, and I just put one of those magnets up here inside the roof, and when I put this up there, that magnet will definitely hold that battery pack up there. But I'd rather have the paper on there, so when I take this off, the magnet would come with the battery pack. But I don't know if that's going to hold or not. We're going to try that. In the meantime, I know it does work just to use the magnet, and this will attach just plain to the magnet. Let's see if I've got a spot where I can show you. Maybe we can do it up here on the roof. Okay, let's take one of these strong magnets. And again, they're almost hard to separate because they're so strongly attached. I'm just going to put it up there on the roof, and then you can see this battery pack will stick up there. So I could do that, hook it around the back of the house if I want. So that is going to work really nice for those. All right, let's talk about museum wax, because it may be something that you are not familiar with. I was not until one of my Dollhouse friends pointed it out to me. So now I'm going to tell you a little bit about museum wax. Museum wax works really well to hold items in your dollhouse in place so that they don't flop around or get bumped around or whatever. Now, one example might be the sticker. This sticker has a little sticker on the back, but I didn't want to get too much sticker on my dollhouse, so I didn't have that peeled down very far. But the sticker sort of works. But if I needed to, I could put a little museum wax on the back wherever I need it, and then put that up there. Now the museum wax doesn't seem to hurt your dollhouses at all. As far as I can tell, it doesn't do any damage. It comes with a little stick to scrape it out, but I can just use my finger now. Put just a little bit on the back and then attach that on there, and that will help to keep that in place, especially things that are little and rattle around a lot. For instance, what do we have here? This is a little lamp that I'd like to have used, but every time I bump the dollhouse, of course, it falls over, and that puts it in danger of like being lost and stuff too. So I'm going to try to put it on. I think we're going to put it like on this little dresser in the nursery. So get my fingernail, put a little bit on there, a little glob on the top, and then put that on there, and then look, see? That holds that on there safely. And yet if I want to take that off and move it somewhere else, I can. So it's not glue, and it doesn't harm your items. So anything that's rattling around here, not the furniture, I don't think, but all the little things, I'm going to use that for. For instance, this Santa on the table. Every time I look in there, he's fallen down. Well, let's put a little bit of that museum wax on there. Just a little glob. Put them on the table. Look, that's enough. And if I wanted to take them off and move that, I could. So it's a wonderful, wonderful tool for your dollhouses. So I think I'm going to call it good for tonight. Next time I see you, I'm going to try to remind you about what I did on this magnet, if that worked or not, if that held tight or not. It might not, but if it doesn't, I'll just stick them to the magnet wherever I want to. And the other thing I want to do is I have never straightened this roof out. Like I said, this was my childhood house. And so when I started collecting dollhouses, I just plain got it out and put furniture in and then started using it. And I never have taken the time to even hardly wipe it down. It's not filthy because I've always kept it stored nicely and it has no rust. And it's got very few in the way of dents. A little bit on the roof. I think there's another little dent over here. But it's in pretty nice shape considering I played with it quite a lot. Okay, but I'm going to call it quits for tonight. I've given you quite a little bit of information and we had a lot of fun decorating. I want to remind you, of course, you always have a friend here in Iowa, and Grandma Jeannie loves you. Thank you so much for joining me.